Hello, folks, and welcome back to Final Factory. We are here, and last time we expanded a whole bunch as far as exploring areas, but you can see they get covered up over time, and we still have this bad boy down here that I want to explore. That looks interesting, and I think that's going to be where we're going right now. The main reason for that is our research area. We need to find more bad guys to just do stuff with, and we're also running into problems where our mining guys are just disappearing for no apparent reason. So I'm a little concerned about that. Like, we need more. So working ships. I need. What am I missing for more of our miner bots here? More bauxite. Okay. But they just keep disappearing, and I don't know why. So I'm just gonna be in charge of producing some, I guess. I don't want that to be a cargo hold. I think I screwed that up. I want that to be a there. And then this should, in theory, start being able to produce stuff, right? Because what I want to do is, like, this guy we're researching right now is essentially a router. I think they call it a coupler. Or a junction. Okay, yeah. So if I get that, then we can start having multiple lines go off here because this takes too long. But if I can get like 2 or 3 of them feeding into this, it'll go a whole lot faster. But you can see it takes a little while for it to do anything. Can I just fill those up or no? No, but we are doing stuff. It's just going to take a little while. All right. This guy over here, we're still making our parts for that, which means we have stuff going over there. These guys are doing their job. And hopefully the other ones will do their job as well. But we are setting our course. We are heading all the way down here. So we're just going to kind of follow diagonal going out to around there. And we'll see what kind of shenanigans and trouble we can get into. We do already have stuff in this general area. But we don't know what they are or where they're at now because they are all covered up by this gas stuff. But I don't know what exactly it is. But we have another planet here. It's another silica asteroid. Looks like we have some good guys and or bad guys here. Yeah, see, we have a whole station there that just wasn't super visible. We have that antimatter cloud. And I'm just going to go back into the map. Okay, we're not far away from where we want to be, so we're going to hit our cannons and turn those on. We're ready to rock and roll. Do I put in a little spot here just for funsies? I don't see why not. And we're just going to attack this area right now, and then we'll deal with the bigger problem here in the very near future. Although this seems fairly significant. But we're moving our research along quite nicely just in attacking this smaller group here. You can see they're all the way up to 44% somehow in their strength, so hopefully that's going to help us out and knock some of this stuff back down. Hey, we got enough points for the research now. I just need to, wipe out some of these guys. But I am losing life, which is also a problem. Just trying to not die a horrible death here, but also trying to make sure they're making a little progress. Ooh, that one's new. I don't know what that is, but that was new. All right. So I'm going to hit T, go into research here real fast. Let's see. What do we want? Exploration. Yes. I want that. Especially because we're almost there already. I love when we come into one of these and be like halfway to solving the problem already. Now, the question I have is, should I just let these areas like kind of simmer? And then just come back and wipe all these guys out again and just kind of repeat, so it's almost like a new research farm? Or is there a better way to do it? Because I don't really know. I also still want to figure out how to build the stupid station things. Like, I don't have a station built. I don't know what I'm doing. And I would like to figure that out. But I don't know how to quite yet. Because what I'm thinking we can do, and tell me if this is reasonable or not, but I want to make a station and use those cargo drones to basically have one side of the station kind of be the offload center, and then the other side can be kind of where everything inputs into. But I don't know if that's reasonable or not for what we're doing here. So I'm just going to keep wiping this area out slowly but surely. Just want to remove some of their ability to make some of the things that we've had problems with. All right, what do we got there? Sure, we'll take that. Like, I really need to set up an automatic production facility for solar panels, just so I always have a supply of them. It feels very Factorio-ish to me, which is not a bad thing. And our little guys keep getting wiped out here. We're going to have some fun there. Oh, we're already done our research on that. Fantastic. All right, so let's go ahead over here. We're just going to regroup back here. Go out to our next research level here. We got that. Okay. So now what do we have to do? Fleet command. What does that do? Increases the personal fleet size. I don't care about that right now. I probably will care about it down the road. Lighting I don't care about. This logistics management I do think I care about. So I'm going to research that. We have a long way to go to get there. But if you take a look at some of these other ones, like these are all new research for the most part. Like they all are required for different things. So we're going to have to keep finding bad guys or have a way of generating some of this stuff. But you can see our ships are doing their job. All right, so they're preparing for an attack. We need to get our defenses ready to go. Is that a comet that's floating by, or is that bad guy stuff? All right, I suppose we should probably head back towards our main base at some point and figure out what exactly is going on. I would like to collect some of that ice if I can. And I'm totally cool just like rolling through some of this stuff and seeing if we can draw them into a firefight where they will get wiped out. So we've mostly taken away their ability around that structure or whatever that thing is. We knocked them out away from that. These guys are a gift that keep on giving to us. And I love when they pop out stuff from their ships right as we are in process of attacking. It's super fun. All right, their strength was close to 50%. It's now at 42, so we are slowly but surely all right, I'm just getting involved in a firefight here. All right, I'm just gonna hit that green check mark. I think we're okay. We have 40-ish defensive things set up for that. I think we'll be okay. The bigger question is our mining operation still working? I don't know what was going on there before, but we were really having some problems with that. So what I think I want to do right now is I want to go through and well, let's also do the copy paste thing just because that will make life a little easier, I think. But this thing looks interesting and I don't know what it does, how it works, or why it's there. I don't even know what its name is, but this thing off to the right hand side, and it also has a big giant thing on the map. It is a celestial Oracle? Okay. Whatever. We're going to establish some stuff around that. Make sure we have some solar panels ready to roll for that. Oh, you know what I should do? So copy paste. How do I do this? You can quickly copy properties between structures. Hold shift, right click on the structure. Then hold shift and left click on the structure. Okay. I don't know what that really does. Let's build another one over here. Put on a panel with it. There we go. All right, now we're going to start heading back towards our home. Okay, it's encouraging to me that we're still having ships show up to these, which means our mining operation should still, in theory, be intact. Taking a look here, we also have, well, we have the junction recipes, which I'm thrilled about. I'm really happy about that. But we also have these guys, these exploration centers. And they do require robotic parts. Okay. But what I'm hoping I can do with these is set them up in areas where, like, we have all this gas cloud stuff. If I can set those up in a space here. Do they require? Yeah, it does require power. Okay. Oh, and it does a big chunk of space. Okay. I like that idea a whole lot. So like you can see on the map down here, we have this spot, but we can't see it because it's covered up. And I'm just going to mine out this area here because why not? All right, we have these guys, which are fine. Maybe I'll put a little area to clear out their space as well, because we have a bunch of structures there. There we go. All right, let's go back to our main hub here and see what we got going on, because I don't really know how we're going to do this or what we're doing with all this, but I do know. Take a look at the map. Oh, wow, it even closed in fully on like our stuff there. Okay, but look, we still have mining ships. Fantastic. That's what I want. So this guy needs more. Why do we not have more ships? That's my question. We should be producing them pretty quickly, right? All right, we're going to buy some. There we go. All right, and I think I want to remove some of this production stuff from being, like, we're just going to set this up as a giant mine and then have stuff. I don't know. I say all these things, and I don't really know what I mean by half of them. But I need to have some junctions here. And that's going to go down there. Okay, so what I want to have here is a junction there if I can. Let's remove that. That junction. There we go. Put another junction there and there. I'm gonna roll those out. We need some more solar panels. But we'll power all that stuff up. And then I need some atomic printers. Basically, I need this thing popping out stuff much more quickly than what it currently is doing. That's going to go there, there, and there. All right. And what I can do is hold shift, right click on the structure, paste it, paste it. Okay. Yeah, I got it. I don't care about that. All right. And then we need our atomic printers. Not there. No, no, no. Close that out. Atomic printers. Rotate you around. Boom, boom. Okay, so we can output priority. Did I just need to put space in there for all these? Maybe I just need space. Okay, let's try that. I'm just trying to learn how to play some of this stuff because I don't really understand it fully, and I want to. All right, so if I do that and put one of these going like that, okay. We have that. Then I can put one of these bad boys there. Okay. That looks good. All right. Boom. Boom. And now it seems like it's taking in what it needs to do, and it's outputting what we need. Okay, that's a much more efficient setup there, I think, than what we had here. So let's remove this and put a junction in its place. And I'm hoping that feeds all of that stuff more easily. We need more power at this station. Okay, we can do that. That's not a problem. You can see these are two separate structures. They're connected, sort of. Well, they're not connected, but they're close to being connected. And I think over here, if we take a look, there are struts and stuff that we can use. Yeah, like struts. Connects two structures together. It'll reduce the stability cost each attached structure by up to 1. I don't know what that means still. All right. But we still need to go out and find some more bad guys and do some more fun exploring here. We have this whole area explored out a bit. I guess we haven't explored over here too much. So let's go out that way and see what we got. And while we're doing this, I should also just update some more of these, and lots more solar panels. And then what I really want to do is update and figure out how to mine more efficiently, how to produce things more efficiently. So I'm just going randomly. I'm just going to go straight west here. Or east. Oh, there we go. Oh, they got some nice stuff up there. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to be involved in all of that. No big deal. And we're just moving along research right now. That's our only real goal. Ooh, there's a rock. Is that a space rock or is it something more fun? Bauxite. Okay. Because I want to reassign how we're doing some of this stuff and make it a little bit more palatable to how we're playing the game. And what I mean by that is I want to go in and optimize our production routes a little bit more. They're not optimized right now, and I need to find a way to do that. But I don't know the best way. I don't know how to make an actual space station or any of that stuff right now. And I do need to figure all that out. But I'm going to keep collecting this stuff. I don't know what it does. But I figure it's important in some way, shape, or form. Can I shoot at the comet? Ooh, we found lots of stuff over here. Okay, cool. Do I want to set up a defensive spot out here just to hold them back a little bit, or do I just not care that much? Nah, I gotta put something defensive out here just in case. And my bigger question is, if I do something like this and then throw that, connect it right on. Yeah, see, it doesn't Actually, it's not actually connected at all. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like that so I can see what the heck's going on. We'll fire up our weapons. And we're gonna start from the outside and work our way in. Luckily, they tend to nibble and like not full on chase you. And the bigger guys seem to give up. At least they did last time. I don't know if that's completely true or not. I should learn the name of all these. One of them starts, the white ones start with a T, the ones that look like bats. I forget what they're called. Stingers? No, stingers are the red ones, and then these guys are tridents. Okay. I don't know what the little guys are called at all. Wow, that's fun. All right, we're moving forward. We're at 50 out of 50, so our research should be just about done here. Maybe we just need to collect one more thing. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're going to pull back here just for a second so we can recollect ourselves, get our next research target decided on. I'm just going to do fleet command because it doesn't cost that much. And then we'll keep on the attack here. So we got these stupid little ships. All right, we got all of this. We're going. This area seems to be very comet rich, unless that's the same comet from before. I don't know. But this thing seems like something important. And we're just trying to gain research points. If there's a better way of doing this, please let me know. I hope we don't have to go through and do this for like the whole thing. That sounds terrible. And what are those cutter spawners? Okay. So we have cutters, stingers, and tridents. Cutters are the annoying ones. Stingers are annoying, but not a big deal. And tridents are their best weapon so far. It shoots out 3 bolts where everything else takes 1, or shoots those little laser thingies that I don't understand either. But we are moving through our research tree slowly but surely. It wants us to unlock the, what, 25? We're nowhere close to that, but that's okay. And I'm assuming if I get my bigger fleet here, once I can get up to 20, it will be a whole lot easier to just wipe these out even more quickly. Just come in and bowl through all that. Like we're clearing this area quickly, but probably could clear a whole lot more quickly if we had more guys to help us out. All right, so I'm gonna just try to get these last 2 structures that are kind of the most forward facing of theirs right now. And then I want to stick down another defensive area here. Again, I have no idea if I'm using these properly or not. There we go. Okay. And let's go have some more fun. I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason of how many points they give you based off their strength, or like, are these tridents giving me more points than what the stingers are or the cutters? I just don't know. This area is keeping us busy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's wipe out just this area and then we're going to back up again. I like when they just slowly drift and then go. This is being a little annoying, so we're just going to take that bad boy out. We already finished our stuff there, so I'm going to pull back. We'll hit T to pull up this, and let's see what else we can do. We know lasers are there. That only requires 15. Lights require 25 for some reason. These guys are expensive. Let's go with the laser thing. We're already roughly halfway to our goal on that. And then I should take a look here. And I want to see, I don't remember how exactly to... Okay, well, we have our crew coming in here. I don't know how to increase my numbers on there off the top of my head right now. I'll find out eventually here. I just need to get on it. But my goodness, there's a lot of bad guys in this area. They really build up quite a lot of stuff, which is fine with me because it helps me advance my game. And we're just going to keep... I also don't know if like their little bases, they do give ALF points, but I don't know if it's more for things or like, I want to try to see what we can get for some of this. All right, so just focusing on that one. That gave us 0.5. This one gave us 0.5. That one gave us 0.2. So that was 0.3. It doesn't seem to be rhyme or reason. Seems very randomized, but that's okay. I mean, we still have... They have a lot of stuff in this area. My goodness. All right, I'm going to real quick go in and order a whole bunch of bats. Maybe not a whole bunch. Just a few. We're done research for that. I don't like that it goes back to the top every time. That's kind of annoying. Let's see, these guys. Increase that. We have capacitors, which allows for construction capacitors, which store excess energy from the grid. Okay, that's cool. We have more fleet command. We can bring up our personal fleet even more. We have station armor, which I don't have a station really. Station repair, which I don't have a station. Power distribution, probably a good idea. Overdrivers. Okay. So I think we need to get through this layer of stuff, and then we can really start focusing in on our base itself or our system overall. But it's going to be a bit of a slog to get there, it sounds like. So I'll do that. I'm going to put this one right there, because why not? And I suppose we need to put one of these in place too, because it seems like we just have to have them if we want to be able to see what's going on. All right, so my personal fleet now is at 11, so it looks like I have to be the one building these for them to come be part of our crew here, which is fine. Not overly worried about that. They really like guarding these little, whatever they are, these little swirly things. You see, our team is, oh boy, there's a sun. I just found a sun. All right, we got lots of attacking going on here. We're moving up on the research end of things, which is quite lovely. Okay, we're gonna just slowly chill and knock out some of their stuff back here. We're already almost done this research line of stuff because we're able to defend ourselves quite nicely. Yeah, baby. We got lots of stuff going on. This is attack on attack on attack. All right.
the ideal star for our efforts. Its boundless energy must be harvested, but only by its power can the Leviathan be tamed.
What are you talking about? Leviathan? What are we talking about here? But I found a sun, which I'm really excited about. All right, I need to go back. I don't want to bring any attention to those guys here. Let's see, I think I'm going to put in another station out here. That's going to kind of orbit the sun. Ooh, those guys are going to town. Yeah, man. When they get too close, they do defend things really nicely. All right, let's go into our tech tree and see what we have here. Oh, look, it didn't scroll down for some reason. All right, this one, thermal management, and that looks like it's going to unlock a bunch of other stuff for us. So let's research that. I really like doing stuff off, like, in lines here, so we're just kind of following the progress down. And hopefully that will work out well for us. Let's go and have some fun. Now, I could be seeing this wrong, but it looks like there's some of them that are red and some that are black. Am I just not seeing things correctly, or what's going on there? I am red-green colorblind, so sometimes that stuff just doesn't work out so well for me. But we need to discover what's going on with the rest of this thing here. Like, are solar panels super, super useful near a sun? I don't know. But let's clear these guys out, make sure they are no longer a risk to us. And whatever that is over there looks newish. No, they just one sitting over top. Okay. But we're going through, we're knocking all this stuff out, no problem. Too easy, too easy, too easy. We just want to make sure we get our research done here. So we're going to keep going with all of this, get it done, and then we will move forward and see exactly what we can do here. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So we are being kept very busy and away from the sun. And again, I don't know what the point of all this is. Oh yeah, we got another one of those things. They love building stuff near those. I don't know what they are, why they exist, but we have found a treasure trove of bad guys all over this place. So we're roughly halfway to our goal of reaching the 50 for the thermal management. And I'm just assuming that we need to build out, like, the mining things all need to come back to a central spot. We just don't have that yet, but we hopefully will, and hopefully we'll learn how to connect all that stuff together without too many problems. All right, that's an ancient portal. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh yeah, we're taking some hits now. But that's okay. We're going, go, 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 go. What we got? Take that. Get that. Got this guy over here that we have to do something with. Take that. Cool. And we're just going to keep going. Is that another sun? I found another sun. Unless it's the same sun, but I don't think it is. I think it's a different sun. Let's go back to the map and investigate here once we're done fighting all the bad guys. My life is lowest right now. It's 91. It's the lowest I think it's been this whole game. But go, 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 go. Oh, we already got the research done for that. Fantastic. Not even trying to at this point. I'm just trying to outlast them. Seems to be an important area, though. There's a lot of stuff going on around here. Don't know what it's all for or why it's important yet, but it's there. We have a whole bunch of little swirly things. All right, I want to pull back away from them. They will... Okay. They do stop their pursuit eventually. So I want to pull up another one of our defensive structures here. I'll tie that in like so. And maybe we'll get one of these no cloud guys. Boom. Boom. All right. Cool. So taking a look at the map, yeah, both suns are there. We have our little mining operation going on back here. And you can see how far we are from our actual location of what we want to be. Let's scroll on down. So that one's done. Let's see. What do we have? Repair station, station armor, power distribution. They require so much. Like this is a 50, okay. 40, okay. 189. Like some of these are expensive, like deeply, deeply expensive. We'll do that one for now because it's the cheapest. And our guys are starting to populate there. So we're going to give them a sec to just get some more of these ships fully populated into there. And I lost guys during that. I'm actually going to head back to our base at this point. I wish there was like a jump button or something, but there's... Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, I was going to go back, but we're going to get in a fight real fast because I want to go through and get my full fleet. I have 9 of 30 spots available, or 9 of 30 spots taken. So I have 21 spots available. I would like to, you know, max out some of those with the rest of it, but we'll see. When we get here, boom, 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 boom. Luckily, these guys are not too big of a deal, and they don't mess with our guys moving through. Like, if they're on their way to their station, it's no problem. They don't seem to care about them at all. And we'll obviously engage any bad guys we see on our way back to the ship, just so that we can hopefully... Ooh, yay. Alright, so we got another silica asteroid there. Oh, we have more bad guys that we will engage very quickly. Nothing that we need to address longer term, but we'll see. Alright, and do those things show up on the maps even when they get covered up? Not really. Okay. Because like I want to note that spot, but it's not really a reason to. Although we do know now that's close to that. And now we're coming back towards our original base. It seems like we're doing all the work we need to. This should have 4 miners, right? Heck yeah. All right, let's see what else we got here. I want to take some of these AI chips. 'Cause I can do more with them than they can right now. And I want to go into combat ships and we can get more of these. Fantastic. All right, so we're just going to build up our fleet here of our crew, wherever they might be at. And then once we're at our full 5, or full 30, we'll end this one up and go there. But taking a look at our maps here, again, the maps go on forever. You can see our visible space. We have all of that discovered, but there's so much going on throughout this entire thing that it's there's just so much to it. All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap us up here for today, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your time, and I will speak to you later as we continue to explore the system here and hopefully expand our network even farther. But that's a matter for next time. Folks, thanks for joining me. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.